Hey everyone, welcome to episode number 4 of the Flute Guy Show. I'm joined here with Mahesh Raghvan, the legendary Mahesh Raghvan. With
legendary flute guy.
And on this show we just talk to artists about art and stuff.
Yes.
So Mahesh, first question man, how did you get into art?
I started learning Carnatic music when I was 3.
Wow.
That's how I got into art. But yeah, I was brought up in a proper South Indian family. So boys have either of two things. Either they either study at home or go to Carnatic music class in my family.
Right.
So yeah, I didn't like to study.
But I hear your brothers ended up quite different.
Oh yes, yeah, my brother's a cricketer, but yeah, so I ended up as a very musical boy. So I've just been doing music since I was 3.
Wow.
And of course, my parents forced me to study well also, because, but yeah, music is something that's been throughout me in my childhood. So it's been part of growing up.
Wow. And what's been the process like for you to go full-time into art?
So it took a lot of time because going into music full-time these days takes a lot of commitment. It's not just music. It's also thinking about, how you're marketing yourself on social media, what are you doing online, and what kind of music are you putting out, what's your style, what kind of audience are you looking for, and building all of that up took time. So I didn't take up music full-time until around 2 years back, but until then I worked for around 5 or 6 years to actually build to a level where I can be confident and say, hey, I can make a living through music. So it took a lot of time and effort to get to where. And
what kind of factors did you consider when you were saying, all right, I can live off this?
So basically the main revenue for musicians today are doing shows. So until I was confident enough to take the act live, that's when around 2 years ago I got a lot of inquiries for shows in India. Then I decided, might as well move to India and see how it goes for a year. So I saved up for a bit, moved to India, and it just worked really well.
Wow, that's incredible. And so you obviously, we met on the internet.
Yeah, we met on the internet.
What's your view of the impact the internet has had on
the internet? Is really a game changer, because you're now given a platform to experiment and do whatever you want, and it gives you a free platform to build your own audience. Before, people had to depend on labels to release music, but we live in a day and age where you can record your own thing and record on tracks featuring people from the other side of the world.
We literally met properly yesterday. Yeah. But we collaborated multiple times.
We met once for pizza, but that's different.
Yeah, that's true actually. But yeah, and you're right, and the internet has broken down the kind of barriers, and people like us from disparate parts of the world can work together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane. So what do you think, this is 2020,
yes.
What do you think 2030 looks like?
I have no clue. 2010, there was no iPad, so I couldn't even imagine that, I would be playing internet classical music on an iPad. 20, I don't know. Would you be playing an air flute?
Oh wow, yeah. Yeah, literally like this, right? That'd be sick. That'll be something else. If anyone's working on that, let me know. I'll endorse that. Have you noticed any trends recently? For example, a lot more people making videos rather than performing.
Not really. A lot of people come for gigs. They want to. The live scene would never go away, because that's where the artist gets to interact with the actual people.
Yeah.
They're actually who are actually watching their music on the internet. So a lot of people still want to take tickets to a concert and go watch the artist live, because that's what it's all about at the end. So watching an artist live, that would never go away. You can post as many videos you want on the internet, but you have to be good on stage.
Right.
That is the benchmark you need to be looking at.
And there's a huge difference as well. Another difference between live performances and making videos is that the videos are for free. We give them out for free, whereas for performances we might...
I've done a lot of free concerts too, but...
Oh, right.
Let's not talk about that.
So then, that's really interesting, because then what is your view of art? Should it be free?
It depends on what you want to do with it. We make videos online because we want people to attend our concerts, right? So that's a way of building an audience, in my opinion. So, of course, we invest a lot in our videos. We invest a lot of time. For some people, they invest a lot on getting the music video out in the first place. But at the end of the day, the way I look at it, it's more of an investment for future gains, because that video will get me more gigs, right? As a musician, that's how I took music full time. I started doing these videos, and then eventually people wanted to watch me live, call me for corporate shows and stuff like that. So for me, it's more of investing that time to get returns in the future.
Wow.
Yeah.
So then, ultimately, after having done the mixture of both performances and
Yes.
making videos to such a high level, what would you say art means to you?
So to me, it's just about expression. So what art means to you would be completely different. The purpose of why you're doing something it's completely different to you. But for me, it's more about I have an artistic vision, which is to make Carnatic music cool, and like anybody who listens to it will say, okay, this music, Carnatic music, has a lot of depth, and it's so malleable, it's so universal, and that's what I want to prove through my music, which is why I do a lot of fusion and stuff like that.
Wow. So what would you say the main thing you think when you wake up in the morning? What's the thing that drives you?
I don't know. But something that I really like is a lot of whenever we perform, we have kids of all. We have kids, we have their parents, and we have their parents. So 3 generations attending a fusion concert, and
wow.
That's what I like to see. Everybody enjoying fine arts and classical arts together. That's why I do what I do.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So then what would you say, as a final question, for viewers who are watching who are musicians or would like to be musicians,
yeah,
what's your biggest piece of advice?
Yeah, never give up, because you never know when things go right for you. But until then, just don't give up, because it takes time. It's not like nobody becomes like an AR Rahman overnight. It's just years of practice, years of effort, years of experimenting, and finding your own artistic niche that appeals to you and will appeal to a wider audience. So it's just about finding that space where you fit in.
Mahesh, thank you so much for your time, man.
No problem,
really
man.
appreciate it. Guys, if you don't know Mahesh, what are you doing? You need to check out his videos. All our links and stuff.
Actually, just check out his video live feature, and
yeah, you know what? Yeah, you know who he is. So
yeah.
Thank you everyone for joining in, and
thank you guys.
thank you so much. Take care.